Yeah, could you reset, please? Okay, Jake and Chris, try moving around and let's see if those lights come on. Yeah, it doesn't do that until the actual game conditions, see?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Second now.
Welcome to Schoolreach. I'm your quiz person for this game between Philemon Wright and Nepean. I'd ask the players to introduce themselves, beginning with Philemon Wright.
I'm Christian Muzard.
Jake McTankle.
Marcel Charlemagne.
Ian Cameron.
Probably heard me. Doug Heath. Alan Satan.
Brendan McCormick and Ian McLeod.
Okay. We'll play 3 rounds of questions with a minute break between each round. Now, if teams and scorekeeper are ready, let's begin. 40-point snap start for round 1. What is the Algonquin word for a light war club or hatchet? Yes, Brendan?
Tomahawk.
That's correct. What is the chief port and capital of Barbados? Yes, Ian?
Bridgetown.
That's correct. Which astronomer discovered that planets orbit in ellipses, not circles? The answer is Johannes Kepler. Who was the star of the movie Modern Times?
The reset, please, yeah. Okay, yeah, Jake?
Jake, do you want to give the answer? Did you do press?
Oh, okay,
Anybody?
either team then.
Ian?
Charlie Chaplin.
That's correct. Now we'll have 3 questions on politics. Henry Kissinger is best known for his work with which presidential administration? Yes, Doug?
Nixon.
That is correct. Which communist country was led by Marshal Tito from 1946? Yes, Ian?
Yugoslavia.
That's correct. What country has the longest running imperial dynasty? Yes, Jake? China? No, that's incorrect. Nepean, do you have an answer? Yes, Ian?
Bhutan.
No, the answer is Japan, 125 generations. Questions on mountains now. At over 5,000 meters, it is Europe's highest mountain. What is, yes,
The
Ian?
Matterhorn.
No, that's incorrect. What is its name, Philemon? Mount Elbrus. The tallest mountain on another continent is named Vinson Massif. On what continent does it stand? Yes, Jake?
Asia.
No, that's incorrect. Nepean? Ian?
North America.
No, the answer is Antarctica. This one reaches a towering 7,000 meters. It is the highest in Argentina and in all South America. The answer is Aconcagua. I'm not sure I said that right. Now we have a scramble. In this 2-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 10-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. For 10 points, which famous inventor was born on February 11th, 1847 in Milan, Ohio? Yes, Brendan?
Thomas Edison.
That is correct. The remaining questions deal with Thomas Edison and are open to Nepean only. In 1877, an Edison invention emitted crude sound stored on tinfoil. Why was this invention a first? Ian?
It was the first recorded message ever recorded. It sound that
Yes,
could play back.
okay, that's fine. Edison was also the first to produce a long-lasting commercial light bulb. Which filament did he eventually decide was the most practical when it was carbonized? Yes, Ian?
Tungsten.
No, the answer is sewing thread. And the last question, Edison's main research center was in Menlo Park. In which U.S. state is Menlo Park located? Answer, please.
New Jersey.
That is correct. Now we'll open up the questions again. This time they are on history. What 2 houses or families fought in the War of the Roses? Yes, Brendan?
The Lancasters and the Yorks.
That is correct. What country achieved independence in 1947 under the Mountbatten Plan? Yes, Ian. Brendan, sorry.
India.
That's correct. In what prison was former Nazi official Rudolf Hess kept until his death? Yes, Brendan?
Spandau.
That is correct. Under what president did Richard Nixon serve as vice president? Ian?
Eisenhower.
That is correct. Now we have a 20-point open question on our favorite word puzzles. What letter must be added to the beginning of a word meaning nautically at, close to, or toward the stern or tail to create a second word meaning a great quantity, a lot? The letter is R for aft and raft. Second one, what letter must be added to the beginning of a word meaning a puzzling question, problem, or matter. To create a second word meaning, a frying pan with a handle and slightly raised, yes, Doug?
Yes.
No, that's incorrect. A slightly raised edge, Philemon Wright. The letter is G for riddle and griddle. Now we have assigned questions on religion. I'll begin with Philemon Wright. Here is an assigned question on religion in which each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss your question, then your counterpart in the opposing team will have a chance at it for 5 points. Chris, to what religion did Gautama Siddhartha adhere before he became the Buddha? Doug?
Shinto.
No, the answer is Hinduism. Jake, in the Bible, who betrayed Christ to the Romans? No?
Judah?
Not
No,
close
that's
enough.
incorrect. Alan? Oh, sorry?
I don't know.
No, Judas Iscariot. All right, from Marcel. During the schism of the Catholic Church, in what city did the anti-popes reside? No. Brendan?
Geneva?
No, the answer is Avignon. Ian, what does the word nirvana literally translate as?
Pass.
Okay, Ian, do you have an answer?
Complete balance.
No, no wind. All right, now we'll begin with Nepean. I'll start with Doug. In Christianity, who is the third person of the Trinity?
Holy Spirit.
Yes, that's correct. Alan, on what day is the Jewish Sabbath? Answer, please. Quickly. Jake? No, the answer is Saturday. Brendan, what is the name of the Egyptian sun god?
Horus?
No, that's incorrect. Marcel, do you have an answer? No, the answer is Ra. Last question for Ian. Who was the founder of Taoism?
Confucius.
No, that's incorrect. Ian? Cameron? No, Lao Tse. Now we have questions on math. You might want to use pen and pencil. Yes, paper too. Thank you. Solve for x. The value of 5x minus 13 equals 7. Doug?
X equals 4.
That is correct. What is 138 times 47? Quickly, please. The answer is 6,486. Last question. Find the point of intersection for the lines x plus y equals 6 and x minus y equals 2. Yes, Chris?
3.2.
No, that's incorrect. Nepean, do you have an answer? The answer is x equals 4, y equals 2. Snappers now to end this round. In 1945, the charter of which world organization was, yes, Brendan?
United Nations.
That is correct. Name the actress who portrayed Holly Golightly in the film. Yes, Ian?
Audrey Hepburn.
That is correct. How does one describe the metals such as gold and silver that can be hammered, rolled, or shaped? Yes, Brendan?
Malleable.
That is correct. What is the industrial centre of Ontario's Essex Country? Yep, yes, county if that should be.
Hamilton?
That's incorrect. Yes, Brendan?
Sudbury.
No, the answer is Windsor. Who is the Roman goddess of love? Yes, Ian?
Venus.
What two Japanese cities were completely destroyed by... Yes, Doug?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That is correct. What is the title of the person responsible for the conduct of all federal elections? The answer is the Chief Electoral Officer. What strait separates the North and South Islands of New Zealand?
Northumberland.
No? Nepean?
Wellington Strait.
No, the answer is Cook Strait. Okay. We'll have a 1-minute break. I forgot to take
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that's fine.
We are going to begin this round with a who am I question. This question is worth 40 points if you guess the answer on the first clue, and 10 points less with each succeeding clue until either team answers the question correctly. Clue A for 40 points. I am a Greek mythological goddess to whom a strange and irreverent cult was devoted in California in the 1960s. Who am I? Yes, Jake?
Theta.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No.
No, that's incorrect. Nepean, Doug?
Aphrodite.
No, that's incorrect. For 30 points. Since I was not invited to the wedding of Peleus and Thetis. Yes, Doug?
Hera.
No.
No, that's incorrect. I'll finish this clue. Jake, did you buzz, Jake? No, I'll finish the clue for you. I took revenge by ruining their party. Who am I? Okay, for 20 points. I ruined their party by causing an argument between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite over a golden apple which I rolled into the hall. The argument ultimately precipitated the Trojan War. Who am I? Yes, Ian?
Hebe?
No, that's incorrect. Philemon? The final clue for 10 points. For causing the war, I am known as the goddess of strife. My Roman counterpart is Discordia, from which the cult of Discordianism takes its name. Who am I? Ian?
Eris.
That's correct. For 10 points. 30-point open question on literature. Who wrote The Outsiders and Rumblefish? Ian?
S.E. Hinton.
That's correct. In George Orwell's Animal Farm, what animals led the animal... Yes, Doug?
The pigs.
That is correct. Who wrote The Chosen? Yes, Ian?
Chaim Potok.
That's correct. Canadian sports now. Once a first draft choice of the Montreal Canadiens, who recently signed with the Quebec Nordiques? Yes, Brendan?
Guy Lefebvre.
That is correct. Who was the first player selected in the 1989 college football draft? The answer is Gerald Wilcox. What is the... Oh, is that right? What is the team name of the Winnipeg Professional Soccer Club? Yes, Alan?
Too slow.
Fury.
I
Too
didn't hear.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I buzzed in or butted in and said too slow. Okay.
Okay, Roger.
Jake?
No, the answer was the Fury, Alan. Science. These questions are concerned with cell metabolism, and that is the chemical activity that occurs within the cell. What is the general term for the liquid which surrounds all living cells? Yes, Chris?
Interstitial fluid.
No, that's incorrect. I'll finish it for Nepean. And in which are dissolved molecules and ions of essential elements? Yes, Brendan?
Cytoplasm.
No. ECF, extracellular fluid. Name the process or condition through which all properties of the ECF remain relatively constant. Yes, Brendan?
Homeostasis.
That's correct. The pH level of the ECF indicates the concentration of ions of what elements? Yes, Brendan?
Iron and lead.
No, the answer is Philemon? Jake?
Acid.
No, the answer is hydrogen. Last question on science. What is the term for the special kind of diffusion which only some... yes, Brendan?
Osmosis.
That is correct. Now we have questions on music. I'm going to ask you a question first before I begin the tape. What classic Disney film created... I heard a buzzer.
Yeah. No.
No?
Just
Okay.
reset.
Created a controversy when it was first released due to its pictorialization of... Yes, Ian?
Fantasia.
That's correct for 10 points. The following questions are about Fantasia, so listen to the tape.
Okay. You can look after the.
Absolutely Sean.
Yeah. Right.
And then I'll ask you a question. In the final segment of the film, there is a sequence including the musical work you just heard and Ave Maria, while the animation depicts the struggle between the profane and the sacred. What is the piece of music that you just heard? The answer is A Night on Bald Mountain. Who composed A Night on Bald Mountain? Doug? No, that's incorrect. Philemon? The answer is Modest Mussorgsky. Mussorgsky, thank you. The music you just heard was an excerpt from The Sorcerer's Apprentice, composed by whom? The answer is Paul Dukas. In the film, who was the Sorcerer's Apprentice? Yes, Ian?
Mickey Mouse.
Yes. What does Mickey magically animate to do? Yes,
Rooms.
that is correct. Okay, we'll listen to another selection. You've just heard the march from the Nutcracker Suite, composed by whom? Yes, Ian?
Tchaikovsky.
That is correct. In the film, the Chinese dance from the Nutcracker Suite is performed by what active plants? Yes, Ian?
Mushrooms.
That is correct. Now we'll go on to questions on history. What was the title of the rulers of the Ottoman Empire? Yes, Doug?
Holy Roman Emperors.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon Wright?
Augustus.
No, the answer is Sultan. In ancient Egypt, what colors were associated with Lower and Upper Egypt? Yes, Jake?
Blue and white.
That's incorrect. Nepean? No, Nepean, Brendan?
White and purple.
No, the answer is red for Lower Egypt and white for Upper Egypt. What was the relation of Genghis Khan to Kublai Khan? Yes, Jake?
They are both from the same dynasty.
No, that's incorrect. Ian?
Grandson.
Could you be more specific, please?
Genghis Khan was Kublai Khan's grandson.
That's right. Okay. Snappers to end the round. Who wrote The Moons of Jupiter? Jake?
Can you repeat that?
Who wrote The Moons of Jupiter? Okay, Nepean, do you have an answer? Answer is Alice Munro. What is the airline term for arbitrarily denying a passenger a seat on an aircraft due to overbooking? Okay, the answer is bumping. Before visiting Australia, what must a Canadian obtain from the Australian government? Brendan?
A visa.
Yes. Which pencil lead gives a black soft line but does not keep its point? Brendan?
HB.
No. Is that right?
What's the answer?
HB, he said.
Okay, Jake, what's your
Hard
answer?
block? No.
What's the answer, Prin?
B lead.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Which pencil lead gives a black soft line but does not keep its point? The answer is B lead. I know, the same thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a rotten question,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, this 1 minute break now until the round 3.
Okay,
Okay, we'll begin round 3 now with 40-point snap start. What animal outshone all the rest in Gene Autry's best-selling song? Yes, Jake?
The dog.
Well, that's incorrect. Nepean? Ian?
The horse.
No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What is the sweet almond paste often used in candies? Yes, Chris? That is correct. The mainstays of Trans-Canada Airlines' propeller-driven fleet in the 1960s were the Viscount and what other aircraft? The answer is the Vanguard. Which Canadian jockey was the first rider in racing history to win more than 500 races in a single season? Yes, Jake?
Mark Henry.
That's incorrect. Nepean? The answer is Sandy Hawley. Now we have a scramble. In this two-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 10-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. For 10 points, the name begins with the 13th letter of the alphabet. It is a poisonous snake native to Central and Tropical Africa. There are only 5 letters in the name. Yes, Ian?
Mamba.
That is correct. Okay, the Nepean now is eligible for these answers only. And they deal naturally enough with the mamba. The mamba is related to the cobra, but it lacks a cobra characteristic that is unique. And what is that? Ian?
The hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It says here the mamba doesn't expand its neck into a hood when it is excited. When it comes to enemies, the mamba has its own distinctive trait that is unusual in most species. Even the cobra, what is that? Do you have an answer, Nepean? Ian?
It tries to get away before it.
No, it's just the opposite. It is aggressive, it initiates an encounter. And the last question on mambas. Most mambas are green, but the most feared of the family is not. What color? Ian?
Black.
That is correct. We'll open up the questions again now to both teams. Questions on film. If one shoots a day for night shot, when does one shoot it? Doug?
In the daytime.
That is correct. Who produced the Keystone Cops slapstick comedies in the silent Ian?
Mac Sennett.
That is correct. Who played Christ in The Last Temptation of Christ? Doug?
Willem Dafoe.
That is correct. Complete the title of this Canadian film directed by Denis Arcand. The Decline and Fall of Doug?
The American Empire.
That is correct. Now we'll have 3 questions on literary plays. Which historic event acts as a setting for Arthur Miller's play, The Crucible? Yes, Doug?
The Salem Witch Trials.
That is correct. In what Tennessee Williams play would I find the characters Blanche, Stanley, and... Yes, Ian?
A Streetcar Named Desire.
That is correct. Upon whose works did Neil Simon base his play, The Good Doctor? Yes, Ian?
Molière.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon? The answer is Anton Chekhov. Questions now on geography. In what city is the Mormon Tabernacle? Mormon Tabernacle. Brendan?
Salt Lake City.
That is correct. What is the largest city in the USSR? Brendan?
Moscow.
That is correct. In what country is the original city of Harlem? After... Yes, Jake? That's incorrect. After which the New York City... Ian?
The Netherlands.
That is correct. Which European power controlled Mozambique until its independence? Yes, Brendan?
Portugal.
That's correct. Now we'll have snappers to end the game. Actress Amanda Blake played that role on TV for 19 years.
Miss Kitty.
That's correct. A St. John native is wanted on several burglary charges in Atlanta, Georgia. What is the nickname the thief is known by? Chris?
Face.
No, that's incorrect. Ian?
The Catwoman.
That's correct. Who is the current leader of the Parti Québécois? Brendan?
Arizona.
That's correct. The musical instrument, cor anglais, is more commonly known as what? Doug?
The French one.
That's incorrect. Philemon Wright? The answer is the English horn. What type of beverage is Chablis? Ian?
Wine.
That is correct. Which zodiac sign is the water bearer? Marcel?
Pisces.
That's incorrect. Nepean? Ian?
Sagittarius.
No, the answer is Aquarius. Morocco leather is made from the skin of which animal? Yes, Brendan?
The eel.
No, that's incorrect. Chris?
Chris.
The snake.
No, the answer is the goat. What was Canada's only official? What was Canada's only official bilingual province as of September 1989? Yes, Doug?
New Brunswick.
That is correct. General Michel Ayoun is the leader on which side? Yes, Jake.
Israelis.
I'm sorry?
Israelis?
No. The leader on which side of the fighting in Lebanon? Yes, Brendan?
Christians.
That is correct. Why did the Toronto Stock Exchange have to shut down last August for 3 hours? Yes, Doug?
Installed their new computer system.
No. Chris?
Bomb threat.
No, the computers failed. The state of Alaska has filed a lawsuit against which company following a march? Yes, Ian?
Exxon.
That's correct. What letters, meaning Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, are often depicted? Yes, Brendan?
I-N-R-I.
That's correct. What does inodorous mean? Doug?
No smell.
That's correct. Mint jelly is a condiment usually served with what, Ian?
Lamb.
That is correct. Complete this expression. He's as Irish as Paddy's. Doug?
Furniture.
Furniture? No. Philemon Wright? Jake?
Rice?
No, Paddy's pig. And the last question of the game, what is the largest city in Scotland? Jake?
Edinburgh.
That's incorrect. Nepean? Ian?
Glasgow.
That is correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Nepean, good game. Looks like you're well on the way again. But, okay, Philemon Wright, they're the defending champions from last year. Good team. Okay.